It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we've got the Seahawks. Burner at wide receiver. They're few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of...
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his target, Allen. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The Seahawks at 13-2 on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fighting his way through contact, and he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
His 10th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 12 overall. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 4. Allen has it, left side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unity's going against him, the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These two teams all tied after one. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He's got Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he completes it to Cobbs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 43. A good pickup there, 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And again, back to Komet. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2nd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's McDaniel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now they'll shift things around.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. That's picked up by the Cowboys. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the pounds you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back good
plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Cole Kmet, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And this one, a 1-point game at halftime. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Brock Purdy leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire.
One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find Cobbs here. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He'll field this at the 5. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That is caught, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the Seahawks 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
12 yards to go.
Back
look to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Seahawks first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Seattle.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Left side to Lamb. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how if you're there.
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to...
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my